Do you think you would be good at aerials?
I actually think I would be.
I think you'd be good too. You're very athletic. You're very
I-
limber.
I can pull myself up with my arms very easily.
Oh, yeah. So I think you'd be very good. Every time I think of the word aerials, I just think of the System of the Down song.
Aerials in the sky.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews.
We are back with another New Year, new movies premiere.
Today we are reviewing
Romance with a Twist.
starring Jocelyn Hudon?
Hudon.
Oh my God. And Olivier Renaud? Or
Maybe
Oliver
it is just
Renaud?
Oliver. I thought I
I'm
saw
not sure.
it.
I always butcher names. That's nothing new. We've seen Jocelyn before in Love in the Maldives
Yes.
with the frosted tips husband of hers.
Yeah.
And Baby It's Cold Outside. But Oliver, he didn't look familiar to me at all, but he has been in a few Hallmark movies. Christmas in Big Sky Country and Wrapped Up in Love with Brittany Bristow.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
The writer here is Uma Incroci.
Oh, nice.
Some other writing credits include A Christmas Carousel and Nature of Love.
The director here is Max McGuire. We've seen him before. Some other credits include My Christmas Guide, Christmas by Design, and Noel Next Door. We do like that one. Yeah. So, what's this one about?
When Bennett, a professional aerialist, returns home to perform in an arts festival but is left without a partner, he soon recruits Luna, a former dancer who left that dream behind to work for her parents' construction company. As the hard work of this dynamic sport and the joys of Luna returning to her roots as a dancer bring them closer together, will their relationship crash or will they find a way to reach new heights?
Wow, that's a long one.
No reading between the silks there, am I right?
So,
What do we think?
okay, I will say that I'm a sucker for anything Dirty Dancing related. You know that. Now, nothing ever can come close to matching the perfection of that movie. It's timeless, in my opinion. But I like when other movies use the theme of self-expression, self-discovery, finding love, whatever, through the motif of dance. I just love it. I love that. Dance is so emotionally resonating for me, and I am no dancer, but I connect to it for some reason. I love it.
Yeah, you're pretty much all in as soon as you saw a hint of going into dance montage territory.
I got sucked in.
I mean, I love Dirty Dancing as much as you do, but I was still considering the possibility that it would all come crashing down.
So when this started off like that, I was getting pretty excited, because, the weeks leading up to this movie, I was predicting this was going to be a huge miss for me.
Yeah, we didn't get that in.
No, I didn't. We didn't get the short in, but I don't know why I never thought we would be getting a teacher protege love story in this one. I never looked up the synopsis beforehand. I just saw the previews and I was not excited for it.
I mean, yeah, there's only so many ways you can really go with that. It's how would
True.
you meet
I just don't know why.
naturally?
I don't know why I didn't even think of that. So yes, it had that theme going for it, and I also know I did some research that
I did like that.
Jocelyn and Olivier, I'm sorry, I don't know his name, did most of their own aerial work here, which is pretty cool. And Oliver is actually he was part of Cirque du Soleil.
Oh my God, oh yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
That would definitely explain the continent that is his upper body. He looked like a house. I had to look him up. I think he's got to be he looked like he was short. But
Was it just me, or did he
not.
look kind of awkward up there on the silks? I don't know. Just that size on the silks. Granted, it would definitely come in handy.
yeah, it looked
You
like he
need the
needed
strength, but-
some rings or parallel bars or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did most of their own stunts, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but the movie wasn't all mermaids and straight-leg Scorpios. Yeah, I looked up those moves.
Wow, those are official moves?
Yeah.
Nice.
But this one eventually just ended up hanging there for a while.
So yeah, the sustained excitement started to dwindle pretty quick for me. Overall, this wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but also not great because it had a lot of potential and to really dig deep into our lead's backstory, especially Luna's. And they just didn't fully develop those backstories. And I think I needed that in order to feel more emotionally invested. I try and put myself in these characters' shoes. And really, the only person that I sort of was emotionally invested in was Luna. because she had to give up her dream of dancing, and that this opportunity that has come up with Bennett was a chance to get back to doing something artistic with her life. Like I love stories like that. I like eat that stuff up. That's a really interesting story to me, but they should have taken it, like her story, even further. Maybe more moments of dancing by herself, sneaking in some moves while doing construction. A little like, what's that one? Flash dance, she's a welder, and then she's kind of dancing in the welding suit and all that stuff. Yeah, that's another good reference for this one. I think Flash dance. I needed more intimate moments, maybe with Bennett trying to teach her the moves. We did get a montage of that, which was okay. It wasn't as bad as montages usually are, but I would rather have seen them in the moment. Remember in Dirty Dancing when he was trying to teach her, stare at here and then do the turn out kind of thing?
I feel like we got a bunch of silk work leading up to it. And then there was just okay, well, we'll just wait for the show. And it's I definitely wanted more.
I wanted more, yeah.
I thought it was Footloose.
Footloose.
No, I think you're right. I think it is Flash Dance.
I think it's Flash Dance.
That's what you wanted. You wanted
I wanted a bit
thing.
more of that.
I think I did too. Yeah.
So one scene that I actually really loved in going in line with that idea, I loved when she was dancing around in her kitchen in the opening scene. When she would bend to put something away, like a dish in the dishwasher, she would lift up her leg behind her.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I do that stuff all the time when I'm in the kitchen. I twirl and I open up the fridge and so that resonated with me. That was a familiar feeling, and it was a point of connection for me right off the bat. So I was oh wow, we're in for something that I think I'm gonna like.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Oliver ruined it for me. In fact, I didn't like Oliver very much at all in this. I shouldn't say Oliver. I didn't like Bennett very much at all in this. He was quite impatient with her while teaching her, and this is probably one of the hardest physical skills anyone can do. And he wasn't very warm or supportive at all. And of course, when he finally comes around to be that, I always feel too little, too late. Why did you even have to be like that in the first place?
I mean, I don't think it was too late at all. I think his arc was just a little too severe. He started off get on. This is not a toy, or this is not a game. Silks are dangerous. And I was who's this guy? He's all
seemed a little forced.
Super serious.
It seemed like the conflict was forced. He didn't need to be that harsh. You know what I mean? He's an artist. He should be supporting people and praising them for all of their artistic and creative efforts. I understand you feel pressure from the show and
Cirque du Soleil, French. He's got to be a little rude.
But that's his real life.
Yeah.
Bennett's not French. At least I don't think he was.
No, I know, but maybe it just came through his character.
So anyway, I didn't hate it as much as I thought, as I said, but I could have been more emotional, more daring, more intimate. There's so many themes you can explore through dance, and they just kept it too surface level for me. I know it's Hallmark. I know sometimes I go too deep with Hallmark, but I want it.
I feel like delving deeper into those characters might have been a little bummer, and it would have kind of opened up the doors to okay, there wasn't a great backstory to this. What was up with their parents, and did they kidnap her? Not kidnap her? Was she force her to work in their
we
garage?
didn't get any of that backstory. It would have been nice to maybe her dad got hurt, or someone got hurt, or was ill for a little while, so that's why she gave up dancing and she went back to help the family.
Yeah, sure,
and
but
then he
it just
recovered,
seemed like she was getting
but she
a lot
got
of
stuck
guilt,
anyway.
and it was odd.
We can write our own riffs on this, right? Anyway, yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, which was not at all. So
you enjoyed it a bit then, a little bit.
I didn't think I was going to enjoy it at all. So once I was happy with the setup, I tried to just enjoy it for what it was. I think going too deep on the characters would have made it worse for me. I at least
the opposite of what I think.
Yeah, I maybe just wanted them to get to the point quicker.
I wanted more backstory. I wanted to connect with it more emotionally than I thought it would, because I connect to dancing so much.
It would have revealed a lot of hidden character flaws on both sides and kind of unraveled the whole silky mess.
Well, on that note, let's take a look at performances.
All right.
As for performances, my standout here was definitely Jocelyn. She isn't my fave Hallmark leading lady. At least she hasn't been thus far.
And it's complicated.
But here, she's able to bring in a nice balance of, wanting and feeling sad, but also excited about possibilities. She never went into annoying territory, which is what I always worry about. But she didn't do that here. I thought she was good.
No, she was anything but annoying, actually. And I very much enjoyed her performance of Luna. This overall wearing doe-eyed dreamer that may or may not have been held hostage by her family's construction company. But yeah, she worked for me. But yeah, Jocelyn Hudon is also my standout.
Oh, nice. Okay. Why don't we get to Hit Picky, Nit Picky? Nit. Okay, so this is something I didn't actually notice myself, but I did read online, and I thought it was.
Oh, you stole it.
I stole it, but it was from IMDb, which is very public. It was kind of like a fumble. That's why I'm putting it as a nit, a little error. So Luna calls her stepfather Eric earlier on in the movie, instead of the name to which he's referred to throughout the movie, which is Richard.
Eric, cheesesteak for Richard.
His name is Richard, not Eric, so she made a mistake in calling him Eric.
You could say that was a move.
Exactly.
I wonder who Eric is. I actually looked up in the cast, nobody's named Eric, so.
She made a mistake. They kept it in. Oh yeah. Hit. I was impressed with some of the blocking and camera movement during the last dance scene.
Yeah, the last dance looked really nice.
Yeah, they did a good job masquerading the actors and the aerialists. We mentioned both Oliver and Jocelyn did some of the moves themselves, but I think, they brought in some pros for that final scene.
Yeah.
But it looked good.
Wait, I don't think they did.
So you think that was them doing that last scene?
I read online that they did all of their own stunts.
I read they did some of their own stunts.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Well,
anyway, that would be very impressive. It looked really good. And I liked how...
I mean, if he couldn't do his own stunts, I'd be worried.
He was from Cirque du Soleil, so he obviously
he's done a lot worse than that.
Has the experience.
Yeah, he's definitely got the tumbler upper
I loved
half.
the opening of the last dance, when the silks were kind of all blowing around like that.
Yeah.
It was very dramatic, and I liked it. Why don't we get to the Hallmark checklist?
Right now.
Promotion or deadline? Yes, there was a deadline for the show, right?
Yes. Career-driven lead.
I'm going to say no. It's not really career-driven, is it?
No. I mean,
Nah.
it's an art. It's different.
Okay.
And she was being held hostage, yeah.
A big misunderstanding? No.
Change of heart.
Yes. Someone gets dumped, fired, dies, quits?
No.
No.
Second romance subplot.
No. Proposal or wedding?
Nope.
No. Lots of no's here.
Travel issues. No, we were basically in a warehouse the entire time.
I hated that they didn't want the talent show at the end to look like, I even called it a talent show. Oh my God, they didn't want the festival to look like a talent show, and it did. It did look like a talent show.
Yeah, and the two organizers
I'm
get
sorry.
up there and sing in unison, a couple of...
It looked a little amateurish, but whatever. Selling the house, business, or farm? No.
Big city, small town transition.
No. The almost kiss. We do have that.
Yeah.
In the treehouse.
In the treehouse. And mad dash.
I think yes, because he eventually, or finally, I should say, shows up.
No, I think, but that's
The day of the show.
That's just being
when
where,
he goes MIA before.
That's
not professional.
That's just being where you're supposed to be.
He was not professional for that entire
know.
end. Hello, you're supposed to be the professional one.
That doesn't count as a mad dash. So, did this hit or miss the Hallmark for you?
This was a soft miss. Wasn't a hard miss. I wanted it to be better. I saw the potential. I love dance. I wasn't emotionally invested as much as I wanted to be. So it's a soft miss for me.
Yeah, and though I was way more pleased than I thought I would be, I still have to give it a silky miss.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be rewatching it anytime soon. Maybe if it was the last resort on TV. Anyway, guys, let us know what you thought about Romance with a Twist. Did it resonate with you? Did you like it? What would you rate it? Was it a hit or miss for you? And
Let us know in the comments below.
guys, I'm very excited for what we have for February.
What do we got?
We have Love-uary with Jane Austen.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan. I am
Now-
a fan of Jane Austen. I think it's a good fit for Hallmark.
Are you a fan as in you've read something of hers, or are you just
No.
in general?
In general, I'm a
For
fan.
what she's done for women's literature?
If I'm being honest, I'm a fan of the movie adaptations of her books.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Very
I love
cool.
it. So, and I'm really looking forward to Will Kemp and Mallory together in Was it Mr. Darcy? Saving Mr. Darcy? Paging Mr. Darcy?
Paging Mr. Darcy.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I don't think I have enough time to read Pride and Prejudice. Is
You
that what it
have
is?
like
Wait,
a week.
Or is it Sense and Sensibility?
I think it's based on Pride and
Yeah, it's that
Prejudice.
one.
I think you have a week. You could probably eat it. You're fast.
I'm trying to finish
you're a fast
another
reader.
350-page book.
Oh
It's a
my
really
God,
long
how do you
one,
read so
though.
fast?
It's very
I'm
long.
trying to get through my 150-page book.
But yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm so excited for that one.
Anyways.
And we will see you for that review very, very soon.
Yeah, we're in a new season. Mm-hmm. So please stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.